Here's part 3 of me testing out things after the recent patch update that was released for College Football 25. In today's video, I'm going to be using my home state, Hawaii, and putting it to Tier 4, the same tier that Hawaii is in, and seeing if the matchmaking is fixed to where, they match you up within the same tier or above or below one tier level that you're in. So far, the past two videos that I posted, I was within, the same or above or below tiers with the teams that, is closest to the tier that I'm currently in. Also, still disappointed that Hawaii didn't have their stadium input into the game, but yet you guys can see here during the loading screen for the matchmaking, you do see their stadium in the background. So it's kind of odd that they have their picture of the stadium, but they didn't physically get their stadium into the game. Now right here, I end up getting matched up with North Texas, which is Tier 5 team, so above my tier level, which, once again, is great to see that, you're able to get matched up with tier teams that's, above one level or below one level or at least the same tier level as your team that you're choosing. So it seems like it's fixed so far from, just the past couple videos I posted, which is, the first and second testing, just because I knew there's people out there playing with, these type of tiered teams, and the fact that every single match I was, searching in with, no matter what tier team I was using, it was literally Alabama or Ohio State in every single freaking game, and that was mad annoying. So I'm kind of glad that, so far from my experience playing these past 3 matches, I was able to be matched up within, the same tier level that I'm currently in. It was kind of odd because in my last video, I ended up using North Texas for the first time ever. I believe I was going up against Kentucky, so you guys need to check out that video for that results of that gameplay and, of course, the post-patch breakdown testing purposes. So let's get right into the breakdown. So right now you guys see icons above the slot DBs indicating that they are supposedly blitzing. Sometimes they can be bluff blitz, but for the most part it showcases that they're blitzing based off the abilities that your quarterback ends up having. So right here I'm running an RPO play. As you guys see the icon for my RPO receiver to throw to, R1 on the left side. Now, because I have indicators saying that the blitzing DB is going to blitz, I end up throwing it. Watch how fast the DB reacts to this. Now, I was shocked that the DB wasn't able to, react accordingly to pick this off, because I feel like this could have been a pick 6 from a defensive point of view. And because of the results, how this happens, I end up scoring off of a supposedly touchdown for the defense, and it goes in my favor just because the blitzing DB, how he reacts to this, once again, I thought it should have been interception, but thank God it wasn't. So I guess you can say it's kind of realistic, but in a way, just based off how you see it for the gameplay mechanics, like I said, this should have been a pick 6 easily. But in retrospect, it worked out perfectly because, it said he was blitzing. He shouldn't react the way he did based off his, go-to assignment. But it is what it is on that. Right here, I'm running slants. Now focus on my left receiver, the red color slant route. Reason why is because he's going to end up eventually getting open just because my opponent was using the left cornerback that's guarding him. And he trails him because this is a cover 1 defense. And he stops midway. And I had just enough time to wait it out and, end up throwing a touchdown pass right here. But I know for a fact North Texas has a much better line, and of course they have one of the D tackles that has like the purple ability. I forgot what it was called, but I believe he gets double team pickup. So it's great to see that he didn't overpower 2 blockers blocking him, and I was just shocked overall based off the overall ratings of my linemen. The lineman held down just enough time for me to make a pass, and it was kind of odd because the North Texas has a better defensive line than Hawaii's offensive line, so he should have got pressure on me. So just in theory, ratings still don't really replicate properly based off overalls and things of that sort. Now, you guys see a user interception right here. I preached about this, that I'm glad they kind of got the linebackers to actually be playable, because in the past you couldn't really cover correctly with them. It was pointless. Most of the time you had the sub DBs at linebacker position, which is unrealistic to a degree because you was able to run the field much more faster and make ridiculous interceptions. Come to find out, with the linebackers being able to be used now, if you use more of a strafing instead of just trying to hold turbo most of the time to lurk, you're going to have better results. Now, of course, this was a blind read from my opponent, but this is a great improvement because also it limits from people using DBs at linebacker because, the weight, size, and momentum. If you're going to have DBs at linebacker, they're going to get fatigued fast, and that's because they're going to mesh that with linemen, and they should be pancake blocked every time. So they kind of fixed that in a way after, having to deal with it in Madden. And realistically, you do want to see a linebacker being used matched up against, trying to run stuff. So they got the personnel matching a little bit better and realistic for college football. Now, of course, right here, end up getting the pick six. But, of course, we're going to still have these type of issues. You're going to see that the linebacker that scored right here on the pick six, the lineman comes in to celebrate with him, and look at the hand placement of the lineman. Just straight into the eyeballs of number 18. So the morphing is always going to be there because it's an EA Sports made game. So yeah, they got a little bit more polished animations, but they still can't get the physics down correctly and properly. Now, what you guys are going to witness right here is greatness when it comes to user stick skills, user skills in general. So watch this player, how he continuously changes to make a tackle. I'm so glad that they got away from computer assistance and directing players in order to make a tackle for them. So limits them from doing this, just continuously switching and diving. It actually takes skills to make a tackle. So it's just great in general that we improved upon that over time. Now, I started out the second half with ball, right? So I'm up 2 possessions, and basically I am chewing the entire time. And I'm able to do so because my opponent simply cannot stop the run. I didn't realize, the running backs for Hawaii is actually nasty. They have this one guy with purple shiftiness, so he can cut on the dime and still hold his full potential speed, which is absolutely the new cheese, I think. So it's like the same thing as Jukin's spin move before they patched it and nerfed it. I think this shouldn't be nerfed. It's just how you go about using it because it's really effective, especially based off the ability. So just to show, if you can't stop something, why sit there and endure it like this guy did? So I chewed the whole time. He couldn't stop it, but yet you're going to sit there and waste time and endure that and then quit before the game actually finishes. Like, why do people still do this? You can't stop me. I'm up 2 possessions. You're going to sit there until the very end and not even let it play out and then quit. Like, if you can't stop it, just quit. I don't know why people still do that. But anyways, as a whole, I believe for the most part, just from these 3 days of testing, with these 3 different matches. So once again, if you guys haven't seen the 2 recent videos of it, please check it out. But so far, I believe this patch has done a lot of good. Of course, there's a lot of still bad things, but for the most part, that's what you want to see when it comes to our EA devs for especially college football's team, able to listen to the community and actually improve and fix things that we have issues about. So with this patch, I give them credit where it's due because they actually listen to the community and they've done their best to pretty much fix, tweak, and address a lot of issues that we had complained about since the launch of the game. So all in all, post-patch review, when it just comes down to the gameplay itself, I give them an 8 out of 10. Also, just want to let you guys know, we are currently in the off-season of the Online Dynasty League that I'm hosting. Please, if you're looking forward to coming in and competing for the second season, the time to do so is by joining now, which I will leave the link down below in the description to the Discord, because you guys need to, get a team, get the recruiting done, because we're getting close to the stage where I'm going to end up putting split of the members into two separate conferences, and I prefer you guys to join in now, grab teams, and get your team prepared and set, because it also gives you insight of what the team is going to be looking like right after recruiting and transfer portals happen. But it makes things easier for me to condense everybody's teams into two separate conferences so everybody can have more user matches. It's a 24-hour advanced league, so a lot of people can't do that. But for the people that are able to, like I said, we ran through the first season very quick and very effective. We got some active members, so please join now. Check out the link down below in the description if you're interested, because we are looking for members to continue out and keep the dynasty alive. Like I said, I'm going to be running this dynasty for numerous seasons, and it's been fun so far. So check out the link down below in the description. Join the Discord. I'll see you guys there. Also, let me know what you guys think about the post patch and your guys' experience so far in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.